Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this quick chakra tune-up for the third chakra, also known as the solar plexus chakra or Manipura, excuse me, I'm so sorry, I got it mixed up. Manipura chakra. So the Manipura or solar plexus chakra is seated right here at the end of the breastbone and at the solar plexus. It's associated with the color yellow. So as we're going through our practice today, I'd like for you to visualize a yellow sphere of light glowing at this place right here in the solar plexus. Inhaling, breathing into it, exhale, feeling it expand out into the universe, getting brighter with every breath. So the solar plexus chakra rules all of the internal organs, so like the vital internal organs like the spleen, the liver, the pancreas, the stomach. So if you're experiencing issues like digestive issues or any problems with the pancreas or the liver, anything like that, then it may be something to do with the solar plexus. This is also the seat of our personal power and self-confidence. So when it's in balance, you'll be experiencing healthy social roles, healthy power, balance, and confidence. If it's out of balance, you might be dealing with self-esteem issues, either too low or too high self-esteem. So let's go ahead and get started. So to activate the third chakra, solar plexus, we do a lot of twisting. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let's go ahead and start with a simple seated twist. So you can sit cross-legged or any way that feels comfortable to you. And then we're gonna inhale and bring the right arm up and over behind the body, bringing the opposite hand to the knee and turning the gaze over the back shoulder. We're trying to get this back hand as close to your midline as you can. I've got my fingertips on the mat right now, on the floor. Then we'll inhale, bringing it back to center. We'll bring the left arm up and over, bringing the hand as close to the midline as you can. The fingertips are pointing away from the body. We'll bring the opposite hand to the opposite knee. Twisting a little bit more with every exhale. You don't want to force yourself into it. It's a gradual process. So we'll inhale, coming back to center. Okay, so next I want to do Bharadvaja's twist. So it's a little tricky with the legs. So for Bharadvaja's twist, let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's start with the legs in sort of a wide leg straddle pose, and then we'll bring the right shin so that it's kind of parallel to the edge of your mat. And then we'll take the left leg, we're gonna bend the knee and bring the left heel towards the left hip. And we're gonna just rest the right foot on top of the left thigh. Okay? We're gonna kind of get comfortable in the hips as much as you can. You can make any adjustments that you need to feel a sense of comfort here. This is also a great pose to do some pelvic tilts if you want to warm up that way. Okay, so with Bharadvaja's twist, what I like to do is bring that right hand up and over, bring the left hand to the right knee, and twist this way. With every inhale, you're lengthening, getting space in the spine, and on the exhale, you're twisting. And the twist sort of originates in the rib cage, but eventually the gaze may follow and you'll be gazing over that back shoulder. You just don't want to force anything. Take it one breath at a time. And be sure to exhale fully. We'll inhale, coming back to center. And let's go ahead and switch the legs so we can do the opposite side. So we'll bring the left arm up and over this time. The right hand comes to the left knee. So when we're twisting, it's squeezing all of these internal organs and sort of releasing toxins into the bloodstream. So it's really important, especially after doing all these twists, to drink plenty of water to flush out the toxins. So be sure to drink plenty of water. Okay, so next I want to do half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're gonna come into Dandasana, pressing out through the heels, drawing the toes in towards your knees, pointing straight up towards the ceiling, maybe gently rocking from side to side to get even on the sitting bones. Inhale, imagine an invisible thread pulling the crown of your head up out of the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. Fingers are grazing the mat. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot to the mat, just inside of the left thigh. You can keep it here, or if you want a deeper twist and it feels comfortable to you, you can cross the right foot over the left thigh. Okay. Then we're gonna bring the right arm up and over behind you. Again, bringing that hand as close to the midline as you can, and the fingertips are pointing away from the body. And then we'll bring the left elbow to the knee. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, and on the exhale, twisting. The twist is coming from the rib cage. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. But eventually, the gaze may follow over that back shoulder. Another alternative here is that you can hook the left elbow around the knee if that feels more comfortable to you. We'll inhale, coming back to center, bring it back to Dandasana. I like to inhale, bring the arms up by the ears, and exhale, fold forward just to sort of recalibrate here. Then we'll inhale, coming back up, letting the fingertips graze the mat, pressing out through the heels, drawing the toes in towards you. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and on the exhale, we'll bend to the left knee and bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. You can also use the hands to help bring that foot up, but I like to practice not using them as much as possible. And then you can also cross the left foot over the right thigh. We'll inhale, bring the left arm up and over behind the body. The hand as close to the midline as possible, pointing the fingers away from the body, pressing the right elbow into the knee. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, twisting from the rib cage. Maybe the gaze will follow over that back shoulder. Inhaling, visualizing that yellow sphere of light in the solar plexus, like a little sun, glowing brighter with every breath. And then we'll inhale, coming back to center, coming back to Dandasana, seated staff pose. Inhale, bringing the arms by the ears. Exhale, folding forward, reaching for the toes, ankles, shins. The goal isn't to reach the toes, it's just to stretch the back of the body. So anytime you're feeling a stretch in the back of the body, you're doing what I'm going for here. Okay, so from here, let's inhale, lengthen the spine, and then we'll exhale and take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and then we're gonna rotate that right knee out. So it's kind of like the legs like in tree pose, but we're doing it on the ground. Okay, we're gonna inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, we're gonna twist the rib cage so that it's pointing in the same direction as that bent knee. We're gonna reach the left hand towards the left toes, and we'll bring the right hand behind the head with the elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Inhale, opening up the chest, and exhale, bringing the left side of the rib cage towards the left thigh. You can keep it here, or if you'd like, you can bring the right arm over the head, reaching the fingertips towards the toes if you want to deepen the stretch. Then we'll inhale, bringing it back to center. Let's come back to Dandasana, gently rocking back and forth, getting even on the sitting bones, pressing out through the heels, drawing the toes in towards you. Inhaling, bringing the arms by the ears. Exhale, folding forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, coming back to Dandasana. Exhale here. Another good inhale, and on the exhale, we'll bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Then we'll open that left knee out, kind of like doing tree pose with the legs, but we're on the floor. Okay, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twisting the rib cage so that it's pointing towards that direction that the knee is pointing. Then we'll inhale and bring the right hand towards the right toes, ankle or shin. You can even bring a strap around the foot if that feels good to you. And then we'll bring the left hand behind the head, elbow pointing up towards the ceiling, opening up the chest. And on the exhale, bringing the right side of the rib cage closer to the right thigh. And then maybe reaching that left arm over the head, reaching the fingertips towards the toes. If that feels good to you, you don't have to, it's optional. All right, and then gently we'll come back up, bring it back into Dandasana, seated staff pose, rocking back and forth to get recalibrated, drawing the femurs back into the hip sockets, pulling the toes towards you, pressing out through the heels, kneecaps pointing straight up. Inhale, feel that invisible thread, shoulders up, back, and down, fingertips grazing the mat. Nice and tall, strong here in Dandasana. Inhale, bringing the arms by the ears. Exhale, folding forward. Okay, so let's bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We'll scoot up and slowly with control, lowering 1 inch at a time, kind of making a C shape with the spine on your way down. Bringing the back of the head to the mat. So a couple of options here. What did you do? Well, let's do the 4 stretch first. So you can bring the right ankle to the top of the left thigh, just above the knee, and bring the arms out. You can bring them out to a T or cactus arms. I don't have enough room to do my arms in a T, so I'm gonna bend the elbows for cactus arms. Take a good inhale, and on the exhale, we'll bring the legs to the left and take the gaze to the right. Now, if you want a deeper twist, another thing you can do here, instead of having the ankle on top of the thigh, is you can bring the right thigh on top of the left thigh. And if it's comfortable, you can even tuck the right foot around behind the left calf, kind of like eagle legs. Okay, so it's up to you. There's a couple of different options here. Okay, so we'll inhale. On the exhale, no matter which option you choose, we're going to bring the knees to the left side of the body. Keeping both shoulder blades even on the mat, we'll take the gaze towards the right. Just keeping the gaze soft, keeping the jaw soft. And inhaling, bringing the knees back up, we'll unwind the legs, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And one side might feel different to you than the other, so you can always modify as needed. Take a good inhale, and the exhale will take the knees to the side, keeping both shoulder blades even on the mat, taking the gaze to the left. This time the knees are going towards the right, the gaze is going towards the left. Inhaling, coming back to center, unwinding the legs, and then we'll stretch the heels out, roll the shoulders away from the ears, bring the arms away from the body. Just coming into Shavasana for a few breaths. And then we'll come onto one side of the body, into the fetal position, taking your top hand, gently pressing it into the floor in front of you, carefully, gently, slowly coming up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead, bringing the hands together, exhaling, bringing the hands to heart center. May you go forward in self-confidence and balanced power. Namaste. Thank you.